I've come back this side and we haven't found the leopard, but other vehicles came to help us look for her, and in the process, and I just want to make sure because there's different radios going on, and I don't want to preempt something that's not going to happen, but I think we can see wild dogs any second, pretty much in the same area, or close to the same area where the leopard disappeared. So I don't know this part of the reserve as well as we know Juma's side, but if I understood the guys correctly, we should be close to there now. So hold on to the edge of your seat, so to speak. This is where Shadow went in just when we were driving now. The thick stuff on the left, she disappeared in there with her cub. Maybe that's why she turned. Maybe she smelled it. Oh, brilliant, guys. Awesome. That's probably what happened. She probably smelled the wild dogs. There's a slight breeze coming from that direction. If we'd only got another 100 yards. Oh! Guys, what a treat. What a treat. One of the most sought after wild animals to see in Africa. African hunting dog or the African painted dog. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Oh, wait a second. Oh, guys, this is amazing. That's why the ingwe turned. Guys, this is so awesome, and also it sort of fills the story in for us for the morning, because now we know why the leopard suddenly turned like that. They must have been walking along, minding their own business, and the next thing they knew there were wild dogs ahead and they turned, which is why she went into the thick stuff. This is one of the most endangered large mammal species in Africa, so to see them is a true treat. And they've killed something, I'm not sure what it is, but they're finishing off quickly. 2, 4, 6 of them that I can see, 7. What did they bamba? That's awesome. Sarah, yes, we were just talking about how awesome it is to see wild dog. Yes, firstly, they are endangered, so not many left of them. Secondly, they cover massive areas. These guys, one wild dog pack can cover the same sort of home range as, 40 or 50 leopard even. They have massive, massive home ranges. So to see this is a treat. We've been very lucky. We saw them last week as well. So this is something that even the guides that live here day to day, the people that do this every day, when they see wild dogs, it is truly one of their highlights. All the lodges that saw them this morning, all the guides, all the guests, this is what they'll be talking about at breakfast today. This is what they'll talk about this afternoon when they have a cup of coffee before they go out for the next drive. And to see them like this as well, early morning, feeding, playing, interactive with each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I saw 8 now. And again, it just proves to you the pack aspect, or the working together aspect of the guides here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've just seen 9. I think it should be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I sound like I've got a counting issue here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. 9 dogs that I can see. And yeah, this is the business. Oh, fantastic. You can see that alert posture of the dog on the left. There's a buffalo just to our left, 10 yards away. Now the dogs won't hunt a buffalo, but they do have to keep an eye on it. Buffalo seems to be unperturbed by them. Look at that. Pretty sure that this is a different pack of dogs from the ones we saw last year November when we had those 2 spectacular kills. This one here looks like a male with a floppy ear. He would be definitely one that's easy to recognize. in this pack altogether? 13, okay.
I've only counted 12.
Yeah, I've gotten up to 11 was my last quick count now as I... And the name for them? Wild Dog Pack. Awesome. Great benefit. We're sitting not far from Sean, who's one of the great guides from Aratuzak. Great experience, knows this pack well. He says they're 13 total. He's counted 12 so far. I've just counted 11, so definitely 12 dogs here. The 13th might still be around. What a treat. That's an adult impala male they've caught there. Yeah, that would be amazing, guys. If you could help us here, ewt.org.za. I know that's no context to what I was just talking about, but trying to figure out which dogs these are in the bigger picture, not just of the Sabi Sands, but the greater Kruger wild dog population, which are being studied. ewt.org.za. You go on there, and if you post pictures, any of these pictures you're getting, these dogs we can recognize. As I said, floppy ear, there would certainly be one that's easy to recognize for the guys that know them. But then also you look at the spots on the body, the sort of black marks on the tail, body patterns, they're all individual, fingerprints so to speak. So those of you that are keen to help a bit, grab some good screenshots and then send that through to the Endangered Wildlife Trust, ewt.org.za, and any good clear pictures would be good, but especially of the left-hand side of the animals. That's what they use as their main mug shot, if you want, or their main reference for IDing. I remember this last year, November, we had this amazing experience where we were driving and then suddenly we had a question and someone said, yeah, we're on the vehicle with you, but we work with, and I forgot his name, unfortunately, sorry, my memory is not that of an elephant. And they're ID'd, we got the numbers on the pack, where they're from, some interesting information behind them from the guys that are studying them. So left-hand shots with the dog on the right-hand side. Now, if you look, he's got a few interesting marks. Little white fleck on the backside there, I think, is a good one for IDing as well. Great, guys, already we've got some ID potential here, saying it might be the half-tail pack, and I'm wondering if it's not referring to that dog on the left there. If you look very carefully, that guy, look at that. That's the same one with the floppy ears, but that tail is not a whole tail. It's a little bit shorter than a whole tail, so maybe that's where it comes from. We'll see if there's another one. I presume the half-tail pack would have at least one dog in with half a tail. Here's another. Oh, that's a beautiful one coming in now. Look at nice dark markings, dark face. Beautiful looking dog. And Marie, just wondering, you were asking how many dogs in a pack on average. Anything from 5-6 dogs, although sort of 10-11 would be a good size pack, up to, it'll be interesting if someone can let us know what's the biggest pack that's ever been recorded. But I would guess, well, up to 15, 20, 25 dogs, especially when they've got lots of healthy pups, is quite, not unusual. And I would guess the biggest packs, and I don't know, 100 years ago maybe bigger, but I'm sure they could do quite well in packs of up to about 30 or 40 animals even. But let's say 10 to 25 would be a good one. Guys, just give me a shout if I need to make space. It's been a treat already. And give a little bit of secret information. Don't tell anyone, because not everyone knows yet. But they've just found Shadow in the cub again as well, one of the other game drives. So luckily we found her earlier. Oh, look at that jump, nice. Game drives came in, different guys working together. We're forming a pack of our own between the different rangers here. Found the wild dogs. Boom, found Shadow in the cub again as well. I'm hoping they're going to stay with her, because I would love to know where they're going to end up for the morning. We've got dogs running around, dogs eating, playing. Very social animals, wild dogs. They're like wolves, very similar. Pack animals, social interaction, playing, dominance behavior, all that is very important for them. Oh, wow! Jumped straight towards the car. That was beautiful. There's whitetails, very clear visual markings for them when they're running through the bush. I mean, now they're playing, but if they're busy hunting and in the excitement and chaos of a hunt, those whitetails are important following mechanisms. Lowers, very important. Big pack animals like this. You were just asking about the rankings in the pack. And it is very important for them. Oh, what are they seeing? What are they looking at? Oh, maybe just that buffalo walking away. Those, yes, the ranking in the pack is very, very important. I wonder if that... he's got a full belly, that's it. You've got a structure which, you know, first and foremost, alpha male, alpha female. So you have one dominant male, one dominant female. They will be the breeding animals. And they would also, most of the time, hunt or lead the hunt. Lead the pack in that sense. But then from there downwards, you've got lots of different hierarchies between the different individuals as well, and it's always being reaffirmed and retested, and sort of a lot of that sort of playful bickering, if you want. Most of it is sorted out quite peacefully. I mean, that's why they survive well in a pack. They don't have to fight for it every time. A lot of it is just done through the play and the interaction and grooming and all the different little sort of intricacies of social behavior, which, you know, us as humans certainly have learned a lot about over the last couple of 100 years. You know, to the point that we can now live essentially as one sort of global pack in some ways. But very important with the dogs. You also have the lowest ranking dog in the pack, which has got quite an interesting role. And that is that they sort of help to diffuse some of the aggression and frustration in the group. Last station, sorry, I was standing by, Pieter. Standing by, just on the other radio as well, so if you can't get hold of me straight away, you can just pull in. We're on parallel road, just off the edge of it. Us a little bit. Guys, are there still mobiles with Ingwe and the Mampipa? Liam. Okay, but is there still mobile fumbling with the Ingwe? Okay, copy. Brent, you guys, if you copy, they've left Shadow. She was heading east by that transformer into the Slatin. No one's with her. If anyone is in that area, follow-up would be great. Let's make quickly Texan know as well.
2.
Texan Lex, guys, if you copy just the update, they had Shadow and the Mantinto on the young male at the transformer on Triple M heading east in the Slatina. As far as I know, there's no one with the Ingwe now. If someone can or wants to follow up there. Big ears. Hearing is very important. When they're hunting in big packs, they often can't see each other. They'll be spread out over quite an area sometimes. Some of them circling around. They've got great strategy as well when it comes to hunting. So hearing each other, very important. Those white-tail flashes also helping to see each other. But very important that they be able to hear each other over a big distance as well.
Looks like a wild dog, by the way. Look at how you know. It's an impala. It's a fully grown male impala.
Good question there. By catching your name right, it's Wolf. Fitting name for someone looking at wild dogs. Just wondering if these packs bumped into another pack, or if two packs met up along the way. I mean, met up would be a casual term for it, but good question. I mean, these guys would, again, mostly just avoid other packs because they cover such large areas. So the overlapping into home ranges would most of the time be without them knowing about it, or about knowing about each other. But if it was to happen, there would, I'm sure, be sometimes some fights around it. But again, there's, with these animals, as within the pack, they're great at how shall we put it, non-confrontational violence, if that makes any sense. In other words, they can communicate a great deal of dominance or submissive behavior or even violent behavior without being physical about that violence. So lots of chasing and yapping and sounds and playing and jumping and biting, but not with the intent to necessarily kill each other. Good question. I've actually never in my life seen two different packs interacting. Lisa, good morning. Going to make a little bit of space here for the other vehicle. They can get a good view as well. Beautiful. There we go. Now everyone's got a good view. Lisa, no pups around at the moment that I'm aware of. Certainly not in the direct vicinity of where we are. But that is great, and what Lisa's asking there are about the pups, and they can have a lot of pups at one stage. Again, I don't know the most pups ever. In fact, I used to know now that I think about it, but I can't remember what it was. But they can have 8, 10, 12, 14 pups quite easily in one litter. So a pack can go from 5 dogs or 10 dogs to doubling that number in one successful litter. And they all help collectively to raise those pups, which is very interesting as well. In other words, the whole group, the whole pack, work together at raising the pups. In the beginning by bringing food back to the alpha female, and then later on bringing food back to those pups at the den site and regurgitating it for them. That's the other interesting thing, is they will eat food, swallow big chunks of it, run back to the den. Those pups would call for the food, beg for it, solicit the adults to give it to them, and then they would regurgitate that food for them. So they really are truly pack animals, not just in working together to hunt, but also in working together to share that food and to raise the young ones, to make sure that the pack survives, that the species goes on. Beautiful, all the colors just as they're moving around, beiges, browns, whites, blacks. Just a conversation going on in Twitter there now about the dog's noise, the sounds they make. They don't bark like dogs do, like you know, many of you I'm sure have dogs at home. It's not the same kind of bark. It's more the sort of high-end squealing, almost whistling sound sometimes. I'm sure you can hear it if you listen carefully. When they get very excited, that goes almost into a cackle. I mean, it can almost sound like hyenas at a kill sometimes. You know, lots of excited sounds, but very high-pitched sounds, not deep barks like we get with dogs. That's a bit of dominance and dominating behavior going on there. This is not a male or female in estrus specifically, I think. No, in fact, that couldn't see there if it was. Could have been male on male as well. You often get that as a dominance behavior where the one will mount the other one. It's just the voices you can hear around. If you've maybe just joined us for this drive, we've had a spectacular morning. Shadow and the cub, awesome leopard earlier, and then the wild dogs very close to the same area, not far from where we were looking for the leopard. A lot happening here, and also very excited people. So if you can hear other voices, we've got 2 other game drive vehicles with us enjoying the sighting. I must just talk to the game drives again quickly because my radio has been down. Station, sorry, my radio has just been down. Any other movers standing by? I will gladly make space at the Madaj. Guys, my apologies. I thought someone would tell me. You must just tune me, Guys, we're gonna... Alright, I'll be pulling out in the next half a minute. Guys, we were really treated here. There are many vehicles that would love to see this. This is truly one of the highlights of being on safari. It's as great as seeing a leopard, or as great as seeing a massive herd of buffalo going down to drink. So the guys have been very kind letting us in here. There are other vehicles. We're going to make space for them. Let them come and enjoy this as well. So we're going to move along, see if we can catch up with that leopard. Guys, thank you very much. Oh, there's a tree behind us. Into driving into a tree.